Let's start with another start bench and cut. Kieran will go first.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Ooh, let's get negative.
This is so tough.
Is it?
Yes, it is actually because
Is it?
TJ Stroud is a rookie and Jordan Love has had one good half of the season. So yes, it's actually really up.
But Dak's bald.
So is the Big Show. Like who cares?
Wait a minute, what does the Big Show have anything to do with this?
Like Legend of Winning is balding too. Like who cares? Anyway,
Who? Oh, low.
yeah, low. um, I'm gonna start. Listen, I like Stroud. He's a little overrated. I'm gonna start. Dak, and I'm gonna bet Stroud. I'm gonna cut Love for now.
Dennis.
He's not here.
Yeah, I think we lost them. Luis.
Well, let's get gross, negative, disgusting, all of the above. I am starting CJ Stroud. I'm benching Jordan Love, and I'm cutting Dak Prescott. The reason why is because Dak Prescott and Jordan Love in one season did what Dak has done his entire career,
Damn.
and they're much younger and have much better upside, in my opinion.
And Aiden agrees with Luis. Start Stroud,
He's
bench
cooking.
Love, cut Dak.
And I also feel like Stroud and Love, for what we see, this isn't their ceiling. Dak right now, this is who Dak is.
Yeah, that's my one issue. Like I don't know what Stroud's ceiling is.
The greatest quarterback of all time. Let me
I
relax.
think
Let me
He's not.
he's not. No, don't,
He's not Mahomes. He's
don't.
not Mahomes.
No, he's not Joe Flacco. Go ahead.
He's, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Champ, talk to me.
Or week 1 through 8, Josh Dobbs.
Here's the thing. CJ Stroud, great. Jordan Love, second half of the season, great. The problem is I got to see it for more than 1 year.
Okay.
I got to see it for more than 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Because my thing is we've seen way too many cases where quarterbacks come into this league, they have maybe 1 or 2 good years, and the rest of the years are just a blah or meth or mid, whatever you want to call it. So for that reason, Mama, shout out to you. She's a Cowboys fan, so I'm starting Dak. I'm benching CJ Stroud. Because he was in MVP conversations earlier in the season before he unfortunately got hurt, and before Tank Dell got hurt as well. I'm cutting Jordan Love because I believe that at this point you only had the second half of the season is when you got to be at your best. But the jury is still going to be out on you next year. Can you do it for a full season? Say what you want to about Dak, whatever. He has been leading his team constantly to the playoffs every single year. Granted, he has been losing every single year when he got there, but you have to think about this. Last year, that defense completely sold him. Completely.
I think it was more of a team failure. I agree with you. The defense was terrible. I think the defense was worse than the offense, but Dak also had his fair share of plays that were terrible.
Yeah, but you can't let a team rush for over darn near 300 yards and then expect to win, because they was running. And what the sad thing about that, they was running right at Michael Parsons. They're arguably their best defensive player.
Dak,
they're running right at him. He was a non-factor in the run. So my thing is, he was a non-factor in the run. So my thing is, they was running right at him, and you can't be. And my thing is, they keep trying to compare him to Lawrence Taylor, but could you really run at Lawrence Taylor doing the run? No, indeed not. You can't. So my thing is this: stop the Lawrence Taylor comparison with Micah Parsons. You got ran directly into and directly at, and you couldn't stop it. So, and they do, and every team, and it's been a trend. Every team has been doing that. So, and not only this, you got to think about this, man. Dak is at the epicenter of a very, very delusional franchise.
Oh, that's
Very delusional.
that's
And
what I
no
was
matter
gonna.
how you can have 11 champs out there on that, you can have 24 champs out there on that field. They still think they're gonna go to a doggone Super Bowl, which ain't happening. You can have 11, you can have 24, you can have 57 me's out there on that field, and they still gonna try to find themselves a way to say they're going to a Super Bowl. Louise, are you all right, brother?
That was the liquor hitting me hard, man.
You got to scare me, bro. Come on, but
are you on?
You good?
You good, man?
No, it's just hitting me hard, man.
Okay.
It went down the wrong hole. It went down wrong.
Don't pass out on national television.
No,
we don't want that. We don't.
No,
I don't
I'm
want
not
that.
feeling it. It just went down wrong.
Okay. All right. But say all you want to about Dak, man. He's at the epicenter of what it seems like a circus every single year. And every single year, he has to go out there and conduct himself with class, dignity, and poise. And for the most part, he conducts himself that way. He's arguably one of the most stand-up. If I had a choice of how a quarterback conducts himself, strictly on how he conducts himself, Dak is at the top of the list. No matter what controversy comes his way, whether it be with the coaching, whether it be with certain situations. Back in 2019 in the NFL, we won't go into them. This is a sports show. You know what I'm talking about, PSP. No matter what it was, he was always poised. And he always said all and did all the right things. And my thing is, Dak cannot, he has the intangibles of a quarterback at this point. And I can't put you ahead of him, and you've only been doing it 1 year. He came right into this team his rookie year, and they went 13-3.
But can we also stop this, like, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm targeting Aiden, but the notion that Dak chokes every year, like if we remember his rookie year, I remember watching that game against Green Bay. Jason Garrett got away from the run game, and he didn't use Zeke until like the second half.
And they came back and tied that game.
Came back and tied, and he completely got outcoached. And then if we look at, I believe it was 2021 against the 49ers, I'm not putting all that blame on Dak either, because nobody on Dallas played good. And Mike McCarthy did not coach a good game either.
The first or the second one?
The first one.
That was at the Dallas game.
The one that I called the Deebo Samuel game, because Deebo Samuel had a great game. But nobody on Dallas on the offensive side, like, they didn't run the ball well. CeeDee Lamb wasn't getting open. Like, nobody played good that game. So I don't like, as much as and I know Champ said a couple weeks back, like, as much as we like to rain on Dallas just for being Dallas, like, Dak isn't the main reason why, like, Dallas is losing. Like, Mike McCarthy and Jason Garrett were outcoached pretty bad in some losses.
I think the bigger problem is Jerry Jones.
But let's go to 2018, right? Remember they played the Rams? C.J. Anderson looked like prime freaking Brandy Sanders against that defense. Remember C.J. Anderson was like signed 3 weeks at the end of the season, and they couldn't stop him or Todd Gurley. Yeah. And I don't think Dak even played bad that game.
Like, to me, Dak, like, could Dak play better? Sure, but there's a lot of players that could play better in the playoffs, right? But to solely put the blame on Dak, it's just like, I don't agree with that at all.
And like I said, let's call a spade here. If Dak played for, let's say, the Atlanta Falcons, and they was making it to the playoffs every year, would we really have this assessment about him? Probably not. Because the thing is, we would recognize that, hey, this team is a playoff team at best. We're not finna sit around here and try to stretch it like they're a Super Bowl team. And we would not. And if me or my Atlanta Falcons fans would be saying, "Oh yeah, we were," and we do say this, by the way, if any of the Falcons fans, if Dak played for Atlanta and they were saying we're going to go to a Super Bowl this year, we would really look at them and ignore them at a certain point. but for some reason, because it's Dallas, we got to point it out when we already know you guys not making it anywhere but the Salad Bowl at the Golden Corral at this point. But we won't go there. So,
All right. For me, this ain't even worth questioning. I'm starting CJ.
Okay.
I've said it before about CJ. I understand Champ 1 year, but listen, we keep talking about CJ Stroud over Trevor Lawrence, and Trevor Lawrence was supposed to be that guy in year 3, in which he was supposed to take that next step up. When I look at CJ, man, the swag, the confidence, he fits everything to the Houston Texans organization from day one. He can make all the top throws. What I love about CJ, he's debunking the narrative. Even though I'm a Michigan fan as well as an OU fan, he's debunked the narrative. Can Ohio State quarterbacks succeed in the NFL level? You've often said his game is more transferable because he was more pro ready. The Wonderlic score, for those who want to use the Wonderlic score and say quarterbacks can't succeed, look at CJ Stroud's Wonderlic score, because it's not the prettiest
It
or the
was
best.
horrible.
But he's proven, but at the end of the day, has good enough athleticism. Watch the games against the Bengals. Does he have a good enough arm? Can he process information? Can he read defenses? I like CJ. I'm starting CJ because early on in his career, he was a better pocket passer than Dak is. As good as a pocket passer Dak is, I think CJ is just better. In my opinion, CJ has more touch. Benching. Jordan Love, though, has talent. The second half of the season, he turned around. He can make throws off his back foot.
He's Aaron Rodgers, basically.
I don't want to put that burden on him just yet in terms of how he makes those types of throws. There's a reason why Green Bay
Joe
decided to
Flacco.
draft him late in the first round, because Aaron Rodgers, would he still stay in Green Bay? I'm going to take a conservative approach and cut Jordan Love, but bench Dak. But if Jordan Love has another season like this again, we're going to have to talk about start benching him. We're going to have to put him above Dak Prescott. And arguably, just Jordan Love, is it fair to say arguably top 10?
He might, dude, he might be close to top 5. He might be like top 6 or 7. You know, the way he played last year, he was playing like he was a top 3 quarterback in the league. From week 8 on, there was not 3 quarterbacks playing better than Jordan Love, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably Lamar. It was probably who else?
Mahomes, obviously.
The quarterbacks were so bad last year that
It was bad. But I think with Jordan
Brock
Love
Purdy.
and Luis brought up this point about the Packers roster, the young roster, they got hurt. Imagine healthy.
Yeah.
In a division in which the Detroit Lions are the favorites. It's not going to be Detroit's here to stay. Green Bay ain't going